All right. Well, thank you so much. I am absolutely thrilled to be here and to be part of this awesome event. My name is Spencer Kuo. I'm the VP of Product Marketing at FYIsoft. And again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. This is such a great event. I get the privilege of delivering this demo for you guys. We're going to look at ReportFYI, which is FYIsoft's flagship financial report writer. It's kind of what we've been known in the marketplace for. ReportFYI is known in the market to be the MR replacement because it's very familiar to people, especially those that are really dependent on reporting trees. So we're going to take a look at that report writer. And then we're going to look at something that we have coming out soon. I'm going to give you guys a preview into Telli AI. This is a new offering that's really going to shake things up. It's an AI solution. I'm sure we're all, hearing about AI and using those tools, but it's really going to allow you to have superpowers when it comes to financial analysis. So I'm really excited to show you guys a sneak peek at Telli. So here we're looking at ReportFYI. This is a financial report writer that allows you to create, distribute, and drill down on things like P&Ls, balance sheets, cash flow statements, trial balances, those types of reports from your general ledger. Some of the unique features of ReportFYI are the ability to create professional formatted reports, customize reports in the way that you want to see them, and the use of a consolidating reporting tree. Very similar to FRX and Management Reporter. This allows you to consolidate at multiple levels of consolidation. So for example, this is a gas station that has multiple locations that are grouped into districts. So we can see a P&L for an individual store location rolled up into their district level and all the way up to the summary. Users can also drill down directly into the report. So if we, let's say, look at some expenses here, and we want to look at maybe advertising expenses, it's a simple point and click through the departments, down to the categories, advertising and promotion, to the individual GL account and dimensions, and all the way down to the transaction detail. You can even do an external drill, which will take you from a transaction to something like a scanned copy of the original invoice that was allocated to that GL account. ReportFYI does all of this design using a familiar component-based report design of rows, columns, and organizational trees. This is a tried and true method of report design that has been used with FRX, with Management Reporter, with Business Central, and all the other acronyms and alphabet soup reporting solutions out there. So for example, one of the advantages is that you can create one style of report and then have different variations of it. So for example, we have this P&L with different months going across, but perhaps I want to see it same layout, same consolidation, but with my locations across, or with actual versus budget. It allows you to reuse the components and just drop in different, say, columns in this case, to get different looking reports. And it just keeps you from having to reinvent the wheel every time you want a variation of your report. Saves you a ton of time. These reports are designed, like I said, using components like rows, columns, and organizational trees. So for example, what that looks like, if we look at the row for this report, you can see this is what a row design looks like. Essentially, you're mapping your chart of accounts to the different lines of the report. It does take advantage of dimensions. So here I can map individual GL accounts, ranges, or wildcards of GL accounts, but I can also map in my dimensions, like in this case, a department dimension. Columns are really familiar to most people. Here you can see this report, it was an actual versus budget and variance style report. So we can select, is this column going to be pulling from the actuals or the budget? Is this going to be period to date or year to date or quarter to date in this column. So here we've got actual versus budget, period to date. And then over here on columns G and H, you've got the same thing, but year to date. And we've got some basic, simple variance calculations as well. So it's very easy for accountants to design the reports without having to turn to IT. The third component is the organizational tree. Now, this is kind of the secret sauce here of ReportFYI. It allows you to create these roll-ups. So if you have a very large or complex organizational structure where I've got lots of departments or locations or stores, and I want to do consolidated reporting as well as break it down, you'll need these types of reporting trees. Now, one of the great things about ReportFYI is for those that are moving off of, say, GP and that we're using MR and going to BC, if you want to keep all of the MR reports that you invested your time in, ReportFYI will actually convert all of your components. Converts all your rows, all your columns, all of your trees, all your font styles, your account sets, your report catalog, everything converts into ReportFYI. Now, once your reports are generated, it's very common for people to do things like export reports out to, let's say, Excel, and take a look at them and analyze them further. They may take the report. I mean, luckily in ReportFYI, the formatting stays nice and clean, so you don't have to reformat it, and it's got all the details down here at the bottom, which is nice as well. But what a lot of people will do is they'll take their reports, they'll put their comments, they might insert some, some graphs, some data visualizations essentially, and present some results to their management. But what I'm going to show you next is something that we've been working on for a couple of years, which is Telli AI. Telli AI will take you from the report outputs all the way to your recommendations to your management, shrink that from taking days to seconds. So what you're seeing right now is Telli AI analyzing a financial statement. On the left, it comes with some pre-built analysis, digging straight to the answers. These are the key findings. Hey, your fuel operations that drive revenue, but it's very volatile. Checking for key insights, abnormalities, health and risk. It does industry-specific financial metrics, so it understands your business. It can give you insight. And then it's really powerful in the fact that you can then interact with this analysis. So for example, here we're seeing that our gross profit margin compared to industry, yeah, we're doing okay, but we could be doing better. This is why it matters. This is the impact it has on our business, and these are the recommended actions. But if I want to dig a little bit deeper, I can simply click on this chat window. Help me, let's say, do a deeper dive into this analysis. Okay, do a little chat. And here you can see it's going to, in the chat window, gather the information, and it's going to start to build out that analysis even further. So in the interest of time, I'm going to pause this. And here I've run this previously, so we can see the results here. So it's giving me a deeper dive. It's going through its thought process of how it came to these numbers. It's giving me more insight, doing a much deeper analysis. Giving me what's working, what needs attention, what are my priority actions and the timelines, and a little bit of a summary. Now you can also take these results and you can output them to Word or PDF or PowerPoint. And it can build board-ready PowerPoint presentations. Telli is going to give you speed to action. It's a lot like giving you and your staff a bunch of infinity stones, and all of a sudden having superpowers. We're super excited about what this is going to do. It's going to really change the game for our clients. So on behalf of FYIsoft, thank you so much for allowing us to be part of this event. And I'm going to turn it back over to our moderator.